And welcome back, guys, for another video. And as always, the link to the original video will be in the description. Disclaimer: fair use video, fair use video, fair use video. Um, so, yeah, we're back with another Robert Kiyosaki video. And I learned a lot from this guy with the assets and liabilities. Then seeing, the company Earn Your Leisure brand assets over liabilities. It was just a good look to know that, a lot of people had read Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is very informative. I wish that I was given that book as a kid. Um, but I got it when I got it, and my kids have read it. We practice that every day as we ride. I have them point out what's assets, which ones are liabilities, and how they know their assets, how they know their liabilities. Um, so yeah, just informing and teaching your kids certain things that you were never taught or you never knew is very, very, very important. So my kids watch Robert Kiyosaki's videos. They know his books. We went and purchased two more of his books. Um, so yeah, it's not about the person though. I always want to stress that. I'm going to do a separate video on this specifically, but I just want to uh, touch really quickly on this subject is that it's not about the person, it's the message that they deliver. I never follow any specific person, but I do make it a point to, if they have consistent messages um, that are beneficial, I do attempt to follow those messages. Again, I never, ever, ever, ever follow a person. I can admire people. There's a lot of people on social media that I admire their drive and messages, but I don't follow them per se as a person. But again, I'm going to do a separate video on that specific subject. So make sure you tune into that video, guys, because that's going to be very, very informative. But let's get started with this video.
They can't save us. It's gone too far. Instead of fixing the problem, they just kept making the problem worse. I hope I'm wrong. We're going to go bankrupt. There'll probably be a new conference like the Louvre Accord or the Smithsonian Accord, and they're going to rewrite the rules of the game again. They're going to say, okay, the US dollar, you're toast. IMF's going to jump in, China's going to jump in. But meanwhile, you and I, if you're holding dollars, you might be in serious trouble. One of my tweets was New York City going broke. The reason New York City is going broke is much of the property in New York City is commercial real estate. I own residential real estate, so we're doing pretty good. But on commercial real estate, with everybody zooming away and at home and all this, the question is, who's going to go back to work? Who wants to pay that high price for that commercial real estate? But worst of all, what value is commercial real estate, like an office building, if you don't have workers in it? All cities count on real estate taxes. So what you're going to see in the next few years is real estate taxes on your home. My apartments will go up. But when New York taxes those commercial high-rise buildings, more tenants will leave. So New York City is going broke. The beautiful city of Vancouver, Canada, is flat broke. It's tragic what's happening because you have these incompetent city managers who are just like my poor dad, guys with college degrees, but no common sense. You know what I mean? All the cities now count on taxes, but if small businesses closing and big commercial real estate starts closing, our cities are going broke. You add to that pensions. Pensions, mark my words, I wrote my book called Stole My Pension. Pensions are going to be the biggest disaster hitting America and the world today. Because every day, 10,000 baby boomers in America retire. Across the world, there's 2 billion old guys like me who have no money. And who's going to bail them out? And no Republican or Democrat is going to say we're not going to pay the old guys money. So that means the old guys, they're going to say, you got to bail us out. And so naturally they're going to print more money and pay the old guys just so they get reelected. So it's real estate taxes, it's small businesses going broke, it's income taxes going down, and pensions going down. So the Fed has to print more money. So that's why I keep saying buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin, because gold is getting more scarce. So let me explain why gold's my prediction.
So let me just interrupt the video really quick to say one thing. What we have to remember is what I said previously, which is I don't follow any person. And the reason being is because you have to listen very, 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 very carefully to what people are saying. Words are nothing more than deception. Regardless of how amazing and beneficial the message is, you still have to pay very, very close attention to each and every word. Each and every word. Now, as good as his messages are, Robert Kiyosaki, and these videos are, I want you to pay attention at the fact that he is insinuating or addressing something specific, which is gold, silver, and Bitcoin. He's telling you that he has it. He's giving you the sad story about the economy and how everything's going broke and how everything is going into this new world, and he has this whole dramatic background and all of these things. But at the same time, with his great message, he is pushing something, and that is Bitcoin, gold, and silver. So now imagine if everybody that watched these videos and didn't do their research and just freely went off of just following someone and ran and bought these three things or invested in these three things and then lost money or lost whatever. Just imagine. Now, I'm not telling you that these things aren't valuable, that it's not a great idea. What I am saying is do your own research. Look deeper. Look further. Make sure you have your notes. Make sure you have your reasonings. Make sure you have your understandings behind why you are purchasing something, doing something, or following someone.
Gold in 1 year should be $3,000. That's about $1,000 more than it is today. So in a year it should be up another 1,000. Some people say 2,500 or something. But I'd rather have the price of gold going up than your money going down. So if you're saving money, I'll pray for you tonight, because your savings are actually real money. In other words, if you worked for it and you paid the taxes on that money you worked for, that's real legitimate money. Unfortunately, the Fed is printing trillions, and they're going to pay you nothing for your savings. I mean, when I was a kid, I got 15% on my savings. Today, you get nothing. So the Fed is screwing you. That's the term. So I think gold at 3,000 in 2021, not outside the box. Silver, $40. The reason I like silver is silver's moving faster than gold today. And when I look at the price of gold, the high point was $1,900 approximately. I don't know, what, a couple of years ago. But today it's $1,700. So gold is near its all-time high. Silver used to be about $49. And today I think it's 18. So it's about 70% below its all-time high. So silver is the best deal of all, and I think most of you can afford a $20 silver coin. If you can't, you have a deep problem. The reason I like Bitcoin is because what I understand about Bitcoin is that it just had a halving, and a halving means they print less of it. At the same time, Bitcoin is printing less. The Fed is printing trillions. Now, you don't need a degree in rocket science to figure that one out. The Fed is making the US dollar or any currency, the yen, the euro, the peso, softer. Bitcoin is getting harder. Gold is getting harder. Silver is getting harder.
So why is these things important is because in the end, whatever transitions or changes they make, you want to be prepared. So you want to try and be invested in a little bit of everything. That's my take from this. No, I'm not going to go and take all my money and start investing in silver, gold, and Bitcoin. No, me personally, I would do the research if I hadn't already. And then I would invest small increments. But again, I'm going to have some videos coming out as far as talking about stocks and how to understand stocks and what to do. So just stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of content coming. Until next time, peace.